All right, quick video on how to install Airlock. If you guys don't know what Airlocks are, these things are amazing. I sell these things, but I get no commission off them. So Airlock, if you want to give me any money for this, that'd be spectacular because I'm literally broke, which is why I'm doing this right now. So no, you guys are great, just kidding. So Airlock, if you guys have any boat smells or anything like that, I used these one time on a boat that was filled with diesel. And he wanted us to rip out the entire tank. And I said, you know, give me a week on this and like $800. So I bought a bunch of these. We stuck them in every single room of the boat. And within a week, the diesel smell was gone. The old boat smell was gone. It's amazing. I use them on my boats, which if y'all know me, I'm frugal as hell. So, you know, if I'm buying them and installing them on my boat, yeah, you should buy them. So anyway, we're gonna dismantle this and we're gonna put this in and show you how quickly these things go in. So first thing we wanna do is take the cover off. Now I forgot that we were gonna do a video of this, so I've done half of it already, so I'm soaking wet and sweat trying to get this stupid thing out of here. But by the marvels of technology and movie producing, we've already got this out. So this took all 4 seconds to get out, just like that, right? So here, it doesn't matter. These things are indifferent in regards to whether they are 110 or 220, which is really, really nice because you almost have to know absolutely nothing about electrical, which is really cool. So here's our unit right here. And here's our 2 leads right here. I'm gonna cut this right here, and this is gonna go to, if it's 220, you're gonna go to L1, L2, line 1, line 2, and if it's 110, you're gonna go to L1, which is your line, and then your neutral. So it's pretty easy and pretty self-explanatory. So I'm gonna cut this, and I'm gonna wire it through here, and then we're gonna find a good spot to put this, and then that's pretty much gonna be about it. We're gonna turn it on. Oh, scissors, look at that. We have help. All right, so we're gonna cut this. And they even give you nice little connections, little spade connections here to put them in. And also they give you a couple screws. So on the back side of this, there's a magnet. There's 2 screws on the bottom if you want to screw it in, and then tape as well. So if you want to tape it on the unit. So 3 different ways to install these things, which is pretty cool. So we're going to figure out where we're going to put this. Usually you want it on the intake side of the vent so you get all of the best or bad air coming back in before it hits the air conditioning system. This boat's set up a little bit differently. We've got an air conditioning that's sort of crammed up here in the corner, and we've got a set of baffles that's in here, which is basically just a piece of wood with some holes in it. And then this right here is our return grate. So I'm going to try and put it somewhere between the intake grate and the back of this air conditioning unit. I've told the owner that they might want to, when they get back to Connecticut, undo this unit and sort of cock it out to the side, kitty corner it, so they can actually service the unit and also get better airflow, because the airflow is on the back side up against the wall. So if the fan's not on very high, it may low pressure because of the fan cycling. So and it just doesn't have enough airflow, and then the coils will freeze over. So Greg, make sure you keep that in mind. Why is it all frozen? That's the reason why. So we're gonna figure out where this is gonna go, and then we'll come back and show you how to wire the thing. All right, so after much deliberation of where to put the device, we've decided to put it right here, just in front of the baffles. I wanted to put it over here. We just didn't have enough cord to do that. So this is still a really good place to do it. I used the backing tape, just took it off, and it's really good stuff. Like, it's not even fully connected on there because of one of the seats for the actual AC unit itself, and it's tight in there. So it's a one and done process. So make sure that's where you want it to stick, because it's gonna stay there. Now, I've got my hot lead, which has a fuse on it. That's my red, and then my black right here, which is gonna go to my neutral. So I got L here, that's line, that's neutral on a 110 system. Otherwise it'd be L1, L2. P is your pump, and then N1 is your neutral line 1. So that's all your pump stuff. We're gonna run it off of the actual power here itself. So I'm gonna put the hot lead to my L1. If I can get it in there. Oh yeah, like a glove. Tighten this down. Nice and tight. Already loosened this one up, so my black is going to go to my neutral. Bend it a little bit. Stick her in there. There we go. Make sure it's got good contact, and then make sure you screw it down tight and you got a good purchase on it. There we go. That's pretty much it. It's now wired. So wow, that was difficult. So I'm gonna put this back on, and typically you get your wiring diagrams on the back here, and here's our line, neutral, and then our ground up here. So this is where I figured out, not to mention that, well, I know that the wire coming in is my hot, my ground, and my neutral. So if that's your first time, that's the way you do it. Put this back on. That way we won't have to do this when you get on. This was the hardest part, taking this thing out. So we'll screw this back down. That's pretty much it. Then we'll fire it up and we'll see if the light turns purple. If it turns purple, well, that means we did it right. If it turns any other color, which it won't, because it only turns purple, then you did it wrong. If you smell smoke, see fire, or any one of those other things, you're gonna need a new unit. All right, so that's back on. We're gonna screw this, put this back in and screw it down. All right, so we are back installed. I'm gonna clean that wire up right there. This is all screwed back down. And if you notice, see the purple light down there? That means it's on. But, sir, what did you do to me?
I turned the power off at the temperature control, but I didn't turn the switch. I didn't hit the breaker switch.
Right. Okay, so teaching moment here. As I get almost electrocuted, and thank God I always treat everything like it's hot, that when you just shut it off at the panel up there, it's still on and everything is still on in here. It's just this is not running, which is why when I finally hooked it back up, we were like, hey, look at the lights on. Like, oh boy, well, we didn't shut it off at the breaker. So make sure you shut it off at the breaker, not just at the control panel, because it will still be live. So go ahead, turn it on. Oh, it's on. It's blowing air. Oh my God, it feels so fresh. Can you smell it? That's it. So it's gonna suck in through here. It's gonna go through here, through the baffles. It's gonna go over that coil right there, in through here, out, and fresh air. So, installed. It's that easy. How long did it take us? 10?
10, 15 maybe?
Yeah. If this box was...
the screws in
yeah.
the box gave it
If this was easier to get out, it would be a 10-minute job. Yep. So, that's it. All right, airlock install.